1. The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. Plutarch. 2. William James. 3. In every man's heart, there is a secret nerve that answers to the vibrations of beauty. Christopher Morley. 4. To understand the heart and mind of a person, look not at what he has already achieved, but at what he aspires to. Khalil Gibran. 5. The mind is like an iceberg. It floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. Sigmund Freud. 6. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Dalai Lama. 7. What the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Napoleon Hill. 8. Franklin D. Roosevelt. 9. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. Aristotle. 10. The only source of knowledge is experience. Albert Einstein. 11. The more you know yourself, the more you forgive yourself. Confucius. 12. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Confucius. 13. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Franklin D. Roosevelt. 14. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. John Milton. 15. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Ralph Waldo Emerson. 16. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Nelson Mandela. 17. It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. Charles Darwin. 18. Man's mind, once stretched by a new idea, never regains its original dimensions. Oliver Wendell Holmes, Jr. 19. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Aristotle. 20. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. Alan Sanders. 21. The only real prison is fear, and the only real freedom is freedom from fear. Aung San Suu Kyi. 22. The more you seek the uncomfortable, the more you will become comfortable. Conor McGregor. 23. We are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. Oscar Wilde. 24. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. Oscar Wilde. 25. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. Dalai Lama. 26. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. Vince Lombardi. 27. Every experience, no matter how bad it seems, holds within it a blessing of some kind. The goal is to find it. Buddha. 28. Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakes. Carl Jung. 29. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs. 30. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. Rumi. 31. The more I see, the less I know for sure. John Lennon. 32. The mind is everything. What you think you become. Buddha. 33. The purpose of psychology is to give us a completely different idea of the things we know best. Paul Val-Rai. 34. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Confucius. 35. The good life is one inspired by love and guided by knowledge. Bertrand Russell. 36. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Ralph Waldo Emerson. 37. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. 38. You have within you right now everything you need to deal with whatever the world can throw at you. Brian Tracy. 39. The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. William James. 40. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Peter Drucker.